Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99 back on the fight front once again. Got another flyweight fight want to talk about. Got another review here for Alexis Davis versus Viviane Araujo. This was another fight that I called. You know, I did this on my prediction on the last podcast episode I did, CB99 Talks. Make sure y'all subscribe. I felt like Viviane, I felt like she had the style that would really get to Alexis Davis. I know Alexis Davis is very tough. She's a very tough, scrappy fighter, but her defense isn't that good. And I feel like somebody like Viviane, who's very, her style is very movement oriented. She likes to move around. She's very active, in and out, very awkward. I knew that would kind of benefit her just because she would be in and out on Alexis Davis and really wouldn't get any type of holds in her. But yeah, this was another good flyweight fight. Another big statement made for Viviane. She got a win over a vet. Let's just go back and look at the fight, man. From the opening round, just like I said, Viviane, she started the way she needed to. She was bouncing on her toes, switching her footwork to kind of catch Alexis Davis off. Opened the second, she landed like 4 good strikes on Alexis Davis, who was a lot slower. Viviane was able to use a lot of movement, just kind of land little jabs and pot shots right away. Some good right hands straight up the middle on Alexis Davis. And those rights, they were kind of stopping Alexis Davis in her tracks. There were a few of those shots that would just kind of go up the middle, and Alexis just kind of stopped. And even if they didn't really hurt her, they were marking her up. And if you've seen Alexis Davis, in the fight in the past, she's a tough fighter. But her defense isn't, defending, and her head movement isn't really like her best suit, and I think she eats a lot of shots just to give shots. I know she's kind of like an old school blood and guts warrior where she just likes to go in there and brawl. But, Alexis got in a couple of good right hands of her own, which, when she started to kind of time Viviane as she was coming in, she was able to land a little bit more just because Viviane slowed down. But I feel like Viviane's jab and her awkward movement was still being effective. There are times when she kind of exerts herself in like the first 2 minutes, Viviane, and after that she'll kind of slow down and kind of drop her hands with that little awkward style, little awkward boxing style where she kind of, throw a few jabs and then after that kind of step out. But Alexis was kind of closing that distance and starting to land some little leg kicks to slow that footwork down. But I think it wasn't enough for her to kind of make the round competitive. I still feel like Viviane's work rate still won her the round, and definitely marked up Alexis. But second round, Viviane, she started a little bit faster again with those in and out pot shots, jabbing with the right hand, coming out at angles. She'd land, come out, come out. And she was doing this at a very quick pace. She was being active with those shots. It wasn't like she was doubling up jabs. She would jab, step out, which does kind of expend a lot of energy. But Viviane, she controlled the first 2 minutes. But like I said, uses all that energy where whenever she slowed down, Alexis was kind of able to close in and land more. And Viviane was she got caught up in a clinch, but she was able to secure a takedown of her own, which when she did it, it kind of favored Alexis Davis because as Alexis Davis got on top position, she was able to land strikes now because she had that stationary Viviane on the ground. And that's kind of where it was favoring Alexis. She started just kind of letting loose. When she had her in those close quarters, she was just kind of dropping bombs on Viviane. Viviane was blocking some of them, but she still got hit with some good shots. But I think it was kind of a tough round to call. I could definitely see the judges giving the second round to Alexis Davis. I still say I would give it to Viviane because I feel like the first 2 minutes she won it with the strikes and the takedowns. But if you give it to Alexis Davis, I wouldn't be mad either because the last part where she started landing some heavy blows and controlled the ground, I feel like that definitely could have won it for Davis too. But like I said, I gave that round to Viviane too. Last round was pretty much Viviane all the way again to me. It was just another surgical performance with her hands, man. She was just like busting Alexis Davis up, and just that damage that she was suffering was really kind of looked like it was slowing her down, man. Like the eye from the right hand, like her nose was busted up, or she was bleeding, and she really couldn't get anything done on the ground or clinch work because if she tried to close the distance, Viviane would just let her hands go again. Overall, I feel like Viviane still has some holes in her game. Like if there's somebody else that she steps up against with more experience, more power that could hurt her because she drops her hands a lot and she steps in and out. And if somebody times that footwork, they'll be able to land something big and kind of hurt her. But like I said, right now, she's very active, and that athletic style and precision punching, I think it'll give a lot of girls in the flyweight division trouble. But right now, I think that, you know, keeping her hands up is going to be important, and trying to step out at an angle like she's been kind of doing, you know, she needs to keep up that ground. But overall, it was another good statement for Viviane. Alexis Davis, man, it's really tough for me to say, man. I hate to say, you know, it might be time for her to retire, man, because she's been taking a lot of punishment in there, you know, and I feel like she took a lot of shots in this fight. You know, if she wants to stay around a little bit longer, you know, she's definitely gonna have to work on some defense. You know, as you get older, you got to evolve your style. You can't take as much punishment as you used to, man. And if you want longevity and you don't want to have brain damage and live longer, you know, you definitely got to work on that. You know, I know she likes to kind of brawl and, like I said, take a shot to give a shot, but, you know, you're getting older, man. Definitely got to work on that. But yeah, for me, I like to see her kind of hang it up, because from here, man, the flyweight's just going to get tougher and tougher. But yeah, that's all I got on this one, guys. Let me know in the comment section what you think Alexis Davis should do from here. Who would you like to see Viviane Araujo fight next? Good fight. I'm going to come back on CB99 Talks and talk about Chris Cyborg versus Felicia Spencer. Make sure y'all subscribe. I'm out. Peace.